Hello everyone, my name is Christina. Today I will show you how you can use a simple HB pencil and a simple eraser and plain paper to draw a three-dimensional apple using 5 tones. First step, add line here and here. It will be height of an apple. And the same size using your pencil. Make apple width. Next step, create a shape using reference. It's not supposed to be perfect, just try to find the correctly proportion using curve line. Next step, find the shadow. So it's like an oval right here. So if you continue using this way, you will see this is like an oval. It's shade from the apple. All the time use easy pressure for your pencil. Make this line and create the stem. The stem width more bigger on the top. This is your first step. Second step, you need to find a lot of highlights, light, reflects, shadow, shadow core, and halftone. First of all, if we see the shadow here, we're supposed to see highlights here. It's a white point right here. The next part, you're supposed to look on the left side and you will see the shadow. Make it more visible like this. So create a part of the shadow. Reflect under the shadow. Reflected light. What it means? It means the light from the table. The reflected light. Cast shadow here. And I see here a little darker stuff. It's reflected from the cast shadow. The next part, I see dark part here. Light part here. And also I can see the shadow from the stem, with the small one, this form, this shape. So here will be light, but here will be half tone. Half tone, it means the mid-tone between the light, dark parts. And also in this case, we have shadow core. Shadow core looks like more dark part into your object. Also, you can add the table and look at the reference. You will see the table dark, after the light, cast shadow, light here, end of the table, and the light part over here. Next step, you need to add the shading and it will be first tone for your apple. Make sure you will use the correct gradient from light to the dark part. For example, your first step will look like this. So for example, you can use this tone for light. The next part for half tone, you can use more dark shading like this. The next part, you can use shadow. It looks like this. And the next part, you can use the dark core. First, light. The second, half tone. And 3, also half tone, but more like a gradient between this and this part. And the cast shadow will look like or more dark. In your each picture, using the regular pencil, you also can create the tones like this. And you need also 5 or 4 of them to create the realistic picture. Next part, using the first tone, create first tone. Using the shading, no line, just shading. Do not touch highlight. The next part, you're supposed to add the shadow using the same way but more pressure. from left side it starts, and the next part you continue this tone, and maybe here like a disappear. The next one, the same tone, you need to add for this part. This is like a reflect from this cast shadow. The same pressure. Add the shadow here. Do not start from the 5 tone. You see, I'm using all these things. It's helped me keep together attention where exactly more dark part than before. The next part, I can see the more darkness here around of the apple, and continue make it more dark part here and make your apple more visible, more darker. And again, try to get more dark for shadow core. It's not supposed to be straight line, because an apple all the time like a change the shape. And reflected light you also can make more darker. Continue this part. Make it a little dark here. Just using the same move. See, my pencil make like this. Add the left side of your stem and make it more darker. And at the top you can just leave mid-tone, like a half tone. Compare dark part here and dark part here. Right now I can see this part more darker. So I can add a little more dark here. Add more dark here. The cast shadow also have a few parts of darkness. For example, here first. Now it looks like the same, but shadow is supposed to be more darker. First of all, I add the line, like an accent, and make the part close to an apple more darker. And the next, I add more dark part here between my object and the table. And here add the shadow from the stem. The next part, I can see the dark area here, more dark area here. Background. Continue using the same direction from left to right. I added some tone for the background. And please compare your background tone with the apple. Here, for example, what darker, here or here? I can see the background darker than my apple. What should I do? Press harder and add more dark here. Then, using the shape of an apple, create a more shade shadow around. The same way here, it will be a little more. So this is like a shadow from some object close to apple, but we can see it because our focus using only apple. And look, over here also we have dark part. And check this. Add more dark again for your apple. Now you're supposed to understand how you can do step by step using more shade, more shadow for each of part all the time, make it more and more darker. Reflection here, you can use your eraser, edit. Continue, add more dark here, and just continue with left side, make it more darker. Now I just continue make my apple more visible and more with dark tone.
Quiet for 2 seconds. No, I'm down the hallway. Please walk.